welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra, known as gain_strength_ on Instagram. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Today I am going to be sharing with you guys some mistakes that I did when I started my fitness journey with the purpose to help you guys avoid them. So right now I just got ready. I have to go to the gym and record some exercises for the program that I'm releasing with a friend. But like I said, so today I'm going to talk about some mistakes that I did when I started my fitness journey, and with the hopes that it helps you avoid them. So yeah, maybe I'll show you guys a couple of the clips of the recordings. The first thing that comes to mind is that I would try and do every single exercise possible. I would do maybe 9 to 10 exercises. I would spend 2 hours at the gym. And it wasn't that I was taking long rest periods, it was that I was doing so much work. I remember that I would always feel so proud of myself that like the following day when I couldn't walk properly, you know, I was like taking it step by step, limping, just feeling super sore. And the days that I wasn't sore, I was like, okay, next day I need to go harder. And side note, feeling sore is not an indicator that you had a good workout. There were a lot of times when I was trying to do my hair and my arms they would just give out, and I would be so proud, like, oh my goodness, my arms are so sore, like this is so wonderful. Eventually I did learn that more is not always better. The thing is, if you think about it, the longer that you're working out, the less energy you're gonna have, which is going to be reflected in the way that you perform the exercises. The more you work out, the less energy you have, which will impact your form and your overall performance. That just leads you to possibly getting injured because you're not doing the exercises correctly. Also, at one point, all the exercises and volume just turns into junk volume. Basically, exercises that don't improve your strength or muscle growth. Stick to maybe just 5 or 6 exercises. Push yourself with every set, with every exercise. You'll end up seeing better results than if you do 9 to 10 exercises with maybe lower weight, poor form, that kind of thing. I also made the mistake of not focusing on compound movements. Granted, in my defense, when I started working out, I had no idea what compound movements were. I would end up just doing exercises that I enjoyed, or the random exercises that I saw the fitness influencers that I was following at the time, whatever they had going on their Instagram page, I would just replicate that. But if I did add compound movements into my workout, I would just insert it wherever with really no purpose or goal in mind. Now what I do is I'll add 2 to 3 compound exercises at the beginning of my workouts, and then followed by some accessory exercises. And again, as I said in my previous point, is that I add these at the beginning of my workout because that's when I have the most energy and when I'm feeling the best. I can build overall strength, I can lift heavier because I have more energy. There are a lot of benefits to compound exercises. You can burn more calories, overall strength, elevate your heart rate, increase your cardio endurance, and improve your overall movement. So make sure you include them in your workout. Well, that was a lot of fun. I recorded a couple of the exercises. It actually didn't take too long, maybe like 30 minutes. And then after that, we ended up going to Home Depot to buy some vegetables and little flowers that we're gonna plant. And the other day, actually, we got an apple tree from Costco. So we still have to put that somewhere. I think we'll put it somewhere in the backyard, maybe. I think we got some poblano peppers, serrano peppers, bell pepper. My husband got some cilantro, and I think that's all. We already have zucchini planted already, and I think green bell pepper, and some other stuff. I forget what we have, so we gotta go put in the other ones. Today's actually not that bad of a day. It is a little bit chilly outside, but it's like perfect weather actually because we're gonna be working. But I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Are you ready? Our yard work got interrupted because we are on our way to check out some bumper plates. We had plates at home, like at the home gym, and we had a Smith machine, but we sold them. We want to get a squat rack now and bumper plates. So it's like a little like gym equipment shop. All right, we got the plates. And we also got this little rack for it, for the plates. We ended up getting the 45s for free, but because we got so many of them, he just included them for free. I mean, we don't mind, I guess, because it's just us two that are gonna be using it. So we got two 25s, two 35s, two 45s, two 10s, and then two 15s, and then the rack. It was all under 200 bucks. So we scored a really good deal. Before I head back outside and continue with my gardening for today. Okay, I look like I walked into a Nike store and it just spit me out. I'm wearing a Nike jacket and the hat. Anyway, moving on. So with this other one, I might ruffle a few feathers, but the next mistake that I did when starting my fitness journey that I hope for you to avoid is not paying attention to my nutrition. If you saw my previous video, then you know how I feel about food. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. I've never been one to try different types of diets, whether it's like no sugar, no carbs, whatever the diet might be, not for me. But on the other side to that is that I would eat whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, which, let's be honest, it was mostly food that was good for my soul, but not necessarily provide me with a lot of nutritional value. I truly feel that my nutrition held me back from reaching my goals. I obviously had some aesthetic type of goals. I wanted to lean out, I wanted to gain muscle, or whatever the goal was at that time. However, I was not eating to support those goals. Then once I started tracking my macros, I started to look and feel different. I started drinking water, which was something that I hardly ever did. I started eating veggies, which I probably never did. With that though, I will say the one thing I wasn't doing was eating a salad every single day. Right off the bat, I knew that if this was something that I wanted to stick to it, if this was something that I wanted to be sustainable and part of my life, I needed to find a balance. And that's a balance between my favorite foods and foods that provided me with nutritional value. And you know, that honestly, that's like one of the things that I love about tracking macros. You can make food fit into your daily lifestyle while eating whole nutritious foods. And it's not like a this or that point of view. It's finding that healthy balance, again, between foods that you love and foods that actually help your body and help you reach your goals. I've said this before, but you cannot outrun a bad diet. Like, that is the one thing that you need to know right off the bat. I used to be with that mentality of like, well, I work out, so I can eat whatever I want. No, I mean, you can. Should you? Probably not. It's better to feed yourself food that, you know, will put that hard work that you're doing into the gym into good use, support your goals, and support the hard work that you're doing when you're inside of the gym. Now, if you remember the first mistake that I mentioned, which was doing every single exercise possible during my training sessions, was also that I just wasn't allowing my body to recover. I wasn't taking recovery seriously. There were days where, let's say it's Wednesday and I did legs, I spent 2 hours in the gym, and then leg day again on Friday, and if I was still feeling sore, I was like, who cares, today's leg day, I need to make sure I train my legs again. So I didn't allow my body to recover, so basically I was just back at it again at the gym, which would then cause me to feel even worse. Or sometimes, like, if I was trying to do squats and my hamstrings or my quads, whatever it might be, were feeling very sore, like, I couldn't really do squats, but I would still like push myself, like no pain, no gain, right? Like, I didn't think of it with that flexibility of like, okay, if I'm still feeling sore, either I need to take a rest day or I need to change the whatever I was training today, I need to change it for something else. So if my legs were still sore, I didn't have that flexibility to change it for an upper body day instead of forcing myself through another leg day. If you think about it, like during every training session, you're causing stress to your body. And during rest days or days that you don't train, your body is essentially trying to repair itself. It's trying to get stronger. It's trying to adapt to what the stress, aka the exercises, you just put it through. So if you're not resting, you're not allowing your body to recover. You're not allowing your body to repair itself, which you're doing yourself a disservice. And again, if you're not recovering, if your body is not feeling well and you're still pushing yourself, you're more likely to get an injury, which is not what you want. Another mistake that I did was I would go to the gym and just wing it, and I was going without a plan. You know, I would hop on the treadmill to warm up, but I was also using that time to look around and see what exercises am I gonna do today, like what equipment's not being used. That was me planning my workout the day of, the moment of. Now, I'm gonna date myself a little bit here, but back when I started working out, Instagram wasn't what it is now. I don't even know if there was an Instagram, honestly. So you couldn't just pull up your Instagram account and pick a random exercise from your favorite fitness influencer and do that for the day. Like, that wasn't a thing. And then with that, because I had no plan, every time I went to the gym, I was basically just doing random exercises here and there. Like, one day I would do bicep curls, and then the next time I did my arms, I would do a completely different exercise. And I was constantly forgetting, like, what weight did I use before? What exercise did I do before? And I mean, for the days that the gym was just packed, and if I'm on the treadmill thinking of what I'm gonna do, then I'm on my way to do that exercise and the machine gets taken, I would just panic. What do I do now? Like, what I was gonna do, like, either I had to wait or I would just skip it. I wasted so much time just waiting around for equipment to be used instead of adapting to that, skipping to the next exercise, and then coming back to it. It wasn't until maybe months down the road, years down the road, where I started taking my training a little bit more serious, and then I started creating my own workout programs. For myself, I use the Body Space app that's developed by bodybuilding.com. So I would use that app to create my workout programs, and then that would help me track what exercises I did, obviously, and then what weight I used, and that really helped me a lot. The thing is, though, if you don't have a workout plan, don't let that discourage you from going to the gym. I know I'm listing this as one of the mistakes I did, but the thing is, it wasn't something that I prioritized. So if you're in that spot, same as me, where you just go in and do random exercises, I would strongly recommend that you take some time, and whether you create the program yourself, whether you find a workout program on Instagram, or you work with a coach like myself, basically just put some effort into having a workout plan, a workout program before you walk into the gym. It will help you save a lot of time, and it will help you progress in the gym. So I gotta head back outside and finish with the veggies that we bought, because it's getting dark already and it looks like it might rain, hopefully not. So I need to get that done before it gets darker out, and I will catch up with you guys once I'm done.
A few moments later.
Okay, yard work is done. I'm back in my office. I need to do some client work, and I also need to edit the videos that I recorded at the gym earlier today. I was gonna change and make myself a little bit more presentable, but I'm keeping it real. This is what I look like. It is what it is. So back to some of the mistakes I made when I was first starting my fitness journey. The next mistake that I did was not paying attention to my form. I know that this is something that newbies struggle with, and maybe even like people who are more experienced in the gym. But knowing how to do exercises correctly, or at least with some knowledge, is so important. I feel like I could have saved so much time from not even training the proper or the actual muscle that I was trying to target if I had any knowledge, or if I had paid any attention to my form. I mean, I had some idea of what the movement required or what it was, but for some of them, I just didn't really know how to do them. Like, I would squat and I wouldn't even brace my core like you're supposed to. When I was learning how to deadlift, my back would round so much, which could have led to an injury. So I was swinging way too much when I was trying to do bicep curls. So little things like that I feel like if I would have taken the time to maybe do a little bit more reading, a little bit more research on it, I could have avoided the improper form, which would have helped me reach my goals maybe a little bit faster. Some time ago, I found a video from my earlier days where I was doing a lat pull down. My form was just terrible. I was just like pulling the weight. You could tell that there was no lat engagement whatsoever. And I feel like if I would have maybe focused on my form, lowered the weight a little bit, actually engaged the proper muscle groups, I probably would have seen more progress, maybe a little bit more quickly. Which that leads me to my next point. It's not really like a big mistake like the other ones, but not taking progress pictures or videos. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, Instagram wasn't that big of a thing as it is now. There wasn't that motivation to record yourself, to post it on social media. I don't even know what phone I had at the time, if it even had a camera or like a good enough camera to record. But take progress pictures, take videos of yourself working out, even if you don't want to share them with the world. But when you have those days where you feel like you haven't made progress, it is so cool to look back at previous videos and then compare them to videos of present day. You can just see the transformation of your muscle mass. If you're leaning out, you can see the definition more in the present one. Your form is a lot better. The weight that you're using has increased. It's really cool to be able to compare the two, again, even if you're not planning on sharing them. So I strongly encourage you guys to take pictures, take videos. I really wish that I would have recorded myself more. Granted, when you're new at the gym, you already feel really awkward being there, let alone pulling out your camera or your phone and setting it up and recording yourself. But one day you go to the gym and it's empty, why not? Just do it. And even if it's not empty, like, people are probably gonna say, oh, look at that person, they're recording themselves. But 5 seconds after that, they probably won't even think about you, they won't even remember. So,
which actually,
now that I say that, I need to apply that to myself, because I always feel so awkward recording myself, at least with my camera. I do it with my phone, but with my camera for like vlogging and stuff, I always feel really awkward. So maybe I should apply this to myself. I think I will be wrapping this video up here. Honestly, I could keep talking and talking and talking about mistakes that I did when I first started my fitness journey, but for now I'm gonna end it here. I hope that you guys found this video helpful and that you pay attention to these mistakes that I made so that you can avoid making them. If there was something that I missed on this list that you were like, oh, this is a big mistake that I did when I started, let me know in the comments. You could help someone out. You never know. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that subscribe button and turn the bell notification on so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you guys have any specific topics that you guys want me to cover, for sure let me know in the comments section. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Eight weeks. Annabelle's gonna be leaving. Claudius, come here. I started to look and feel different. I was drinking water, which... Claudius, come here.